Okay, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Hi, I'm Ari the Truth Johnson, and welcome to Top Tips, relationship advice for both couples who are in a relationship and both those who are single. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight into it, and my top tip of the day for those of you who are in a relationship is, ladies, guys, arguing is natural. You're gonna argue, you're gonna fight, but the key to this is how we go through that process. So what's important is to have an organized system or a set of procedures that allows us to do this smoothly. If you go into a workplace, if you go into any other setting, it's like all our lives are organized business-like, apart from our relationships. If you got a grievance at work, there's a set of things you'll do to get that grievance going. But at the household, it's she'll throw a plate, he'll say you're fat, she'll throw a shoe, I'll be like, I bought that shoe, and it's back and forth. So one thing you need to do is cut that out. And ladies, you have to understand a man's guy, like the guy's mind. He really doesn't care. So all those little small things that you're getting worked up about, he just doesn't care. And you're getting worked up, and then you let it all come together and explode. That's the wrong way to handle it. So together, sit down and say, okay, babe, hun, like I think we should, take this approach to working things out. Maybe if there's a small thing, you drop him a note. Guys, drop her a note. Right? If it's a bigger thing, you sit down and you say, okay, babe, like this is meeting time, we're gonna meet, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna discuss whatever the problem is. If it keeps going on, or if it's got bigger, you have that kind of, that final disciplinary, that final warning stage, and then you meet again and you say, okay, this hasn't been resolved, like we agreed we was gonna do X, Y, and Z, you haven't done this or you haven't done that, and then hopefully it shouldn't go that way, but if it does proceed, you then take a break, and you be serious about the situation. And it's important to deal with a relationship like a business. So that's my top tip for those of you in a relationship today. Deal with your arguments in a business-like fashion and have a step-by-step way, procedures that are going to avoid all of those headaches, because arguing is a natural thing. We do irritate our partners, so hope that helped. And for those of you who are single, okay, I'm going to hit the guys first and then I'm going to come to girls. Guys, perfume, fragrance, it goes a long way. Smell nice. A Hugo Boss, a Paco Rabanne, even a Lynx Africa. I'm telling you. I was walking down the road the other day, and this guy, he just walked past me. I was thinking, you ain't getting no girls today. If I can smell you as a fellow man and you smell bad, women, it's not working for you. Okay? Also, guys, like I know it's supposed to be one tip a day, but I feel like guys, we need a lot more work. A lot more work. You have to stop being so forceful with ladies. You're scaring them, right? I've got a lot of emails in saying I'm scared when guys approach me. How do I handle that? That's not what I should be hearing. Guys, stop being so forceful and be a bit more patient. If the girl likes you, just drop her one hint. She'll come back. So that's my top tip for guys. Smell nice. Be less forceful. And finally, for ladies, everything that glitters isn't gold. Just because he says he's this doesn't mean he's that. Or just because he has that doesn't mean he's that. Okay? You have to stop listening and looking at what a guy says and has, and start listening and looking at what he's actually doing. Okay? So he's taking you out for a date once and he's paid for everything. That doesn't necessarily mean he has a job. To be honest. Okay? Guys, there's nothing wrong with not having a job. Cough, 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 cough. It doesn't cost money. I know this. But yeah. You have to stop listening to what he's saying and actually start looking at what he's doing. Is he calling you? Does he have a pet name for you? Does he pull at you regularly? Does he take you out regularly? Do you lot spend time together and do things together? All of these things are important in the build up of a relationship. Girls, you get too sprung up easily by, he sent me a beautiful text. That same text he sent you, he probably copied and pasted it to 18 other girls, and they all sprung up on him. Unless it had your name in it, it ain't worth nothing. Okay? So girls, listen. Stop listening to what a guy's saying and actually look at his actions, because actions speak a lot louder than words, and talk is still cheap. So that was my top tips for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who sent me comments, feedbacks and suggestions. I really appreciate it. As you can see, the camera ain't flickering no more, but please continue, please subscribe, and if you've got any comments, questions, feedbacks, please email me or make a comment below. Thanks very much, and it's been highly appreciated. wrong song.